welcome back. We're going down another trip to Internet Town. So as the title explains, we're looking at something a little different today. So we're doing a little bit of a recommendation video about some kind of lesser known stuff. So we're talking about a cryptid today. I'm sure you can see it by the title. It is the legend of the POPO BAWA. We'll get into it, but it's essentially a cryptid. Fucking need these today. So some of you might even be wondering, what the hell is a cryptid? Well, you know what? I actually went and looked that up, and it turns out that even the definition cryptid is just as disputed whether the word is real or not. So everybody's heard of many of them, especially here in the United States. You've heard of Wendigos, you've heard of Bigfoot, you've heard of the Chupacabra, what else is there out there? There's like the Jersey Devil. The list goes on. Well, I'm going to add to that massive list. So the POPO BAWA, what is it? It comes from the country. It comes from the country of Tanzania, which is in Africa. I mean, beautiful looking place. It's off of an island called Zanzibar, which is off of the archipelago of Tanzania. And we're particularly looking at the coast here, and from what we can tell about this creature, most depictions of it are just one eye, a creepy face, and bat wings. Okay, so this thing essentially translates POPO BAWA being bat wing. I know. I am also terrified of bat wings. Not the bat, just the wings. So kind of what it is it's essentially this, what they believe to be a shapeshifter, okay? And we'll get more into the history. And it's not just a bat as the name implies, but that's like every depiction of it ever. But people think of it as some sort of demon shape-shifting thing. It only attacks at night. I mean, it makes sense. Bats are nocturnal. POPO BAWA, nocturnal. It tells us that its nocturnal attacks can comprise from simple physical assault and are poltergeist-like phenomena. All right, so we're going to get a little bit more into some of the history here. So the recent sightings of it are from a case of mass hysteria in 1995, I believe in February, where people were basically saying, oh my God, I see this thing and it wants to kill me. And they didn't know what it was, and this is all they described it to be. So it started in 1995, right, on the island here. And it was a case of what they believed to be mass hysteria. That's going to be up to you, the viewer, on that one. Most people were afraid of this thing and allegedly quite terrified. As far as like old legends go, this one's, in my opinion, kind of new. But it was 1995, so it's not like everybody was whipping out the camcorders on this one. People who reported being visited by the POPO BAWA recall frightening apparitions preceded by an unpleasant smell. While under the influence of the spirit, they were in a state of lucid wakefulness, but unable to move their limbs, a type of sleep paralysis. Harm inflicted by the POPO BAWA ranged from suffocation to the anal of men and women. Very specific. People were essentially afraid of just getting totally taken down by a demon. As reports of attacks mounted, a general panic set in. Fearing visitations from it, residents of towns and villages started to gather in groups to sleep outdoors in forests and in mosques for months on end. People would get waganga, or witch doctors. I'm going to mispronounce some stuff. It's going to happen. So there you have it. And they would get these witch doctors to confront and eradicate the apparitions. In the search for culprits, local people were often accused of being POPO BAWA, interrogated by the community and witch doctors, and subjected to acts of violence to get them to confess.
Come on, confess, you blimey idiot. Hey guys, for real, I'm not a bat. I have a wee bit of a stiff.
Can you imagine going down the street one day and somebody just nabbing your hairy dad and just being like, I know you're the freaking Bigfoot, and they're just beating him with sticks until he admits that he might be Bigfoot? Have you cryptid hunters, do you think they've gone far enough in the United States? Because like if they want answers, all right, they need to take some inspiration from Africa over here. Yeah, also I love this freaking website that I'm learning it from, because this whole paragraph is all just one sentence. It is one massive run-on sentence, so I'm going to read it like one. There had been incidents at POPO BAWA panic on Zanzibar and neighboring Pemba Island before, but the outbreak of communal panic in the 1990s, which preceded the first multi-party elections in the history of the islands, quickly took a long, nasty turn with foreigners, soothsayers, the mentally ill, itinerant laborers blamed for the attacks, and publicly lynched by villagers desperate to make the attack stop. Are you writing that down? So we're gonna see what else we can dig up about this. Has anyone ever seen like any like we're gonna see if anybody's caught this thing on camera. I mean, it was the 90s. It's not like nobody knew what a camera was. Like, there's got to be something out there, right? All right, let's see. POPO BAWA. Is this just poltergeist? I'm sorry. Can I show? There's no way. There's no way. I cannot show this on my channel. There is no. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make light of that. That's a touchy subject, but goddamn, dude. I mean, if it's anything we've read about tonight, that was it right there. Oh, wow. This one does not quite appear to be POPO BAWA, but what do I know? I can't tell if it's like literally just a still image. Is there just a jump scare? Is that all we're getting today? Oh, I see it moving. Something's moving. Okay, that looked like that was like a dog. Like, unless we're gonna see something again. Like, who looked at that and was like, that's that goddamn POPO BAWA. I don't really know what else to write home about with this one. Sightings have allegedly stopped for now. I mean, what do you think? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's out there? I mean, there was obviously a lot of people who were genuinely terrified that this thing was just running around. Yeah, so thanks for sticking with me for a few minutes today so I can fill your mind and your brain with absolutely nothing important to your life. It's just a lesser known or lesser discussed cryptid out there. I thought it'd be fun to do a video on that because I feel like everybody's seen it with Bigfoot and all of that. All right, I'm going to prompt you this one time and you're going to listen to me. All right, this is important. This is your call to action as the viewer. You're going to go down to where you see that thumb up. You're going to click it until it's thumbed up. And then you're going to go down. You're going to leave your little comment and then you're going to go. We'll see you next time. Bye.